Pollsters have been tracking public opinion polls pretty much every day since the campaign started, and we have seen several polls indicating generally as to where each party stands, but that begs the question as to how much influence polls could have on voting intentions.
There's a lot of information out there, so I don't know that it would be that opinion polls would have a profound effect.
I think intrigued and curious of the uptake and the movement that's happening.
Throughout the election campaign, there have been a number of polls showing the Liberals having an edge over the Conservatives in the federal race. Experts, though, are hoping that voters don't solely use polls to make their decision.
There might be people who are deciding between two parties because they're like, okay, well, I know I don't want this party to win, so I'm going to support one of these two other candidates. But, they're not going to vote against somebody who's fundamentally against their interests.
Some we spoke with in downtown Toronto don't believe the polls have that much sway.
I go on my own opinion, really.
It's the policies of the parties, it's reading in the media. The opinion polls are individuals.
If polls do have an impact, John Beebe with the Democratic Engagement Exchange says at times it can be not only on undecided and first-time voters, but also for people that have a party they regularly support.
Naming names here, the NDP is, suffering in the polls and the Liberals are doing very well. And, a lot of people feel like, well, those parties, from their perspective, don't have huge differences. I want to support one of those parties, but also regular voters who, live in ridings where those parties sort of are more competitive.
Opinion polls, though, are just one tool to help engage voters. Experts say doing the research is the best way to make an informed choice.
Learning about the candidates, learning about the issues you're passionate about, where they stand on those issues, who do you trust to follow through and lead our country and lead your community.
I'm not that influenced that easily. I hope I'm not anyways.
Now, if you've made up your mind already, you can cast your ballot early with advance voting well underway until this coming Monday, or you could vote at any Elections Canada offices right up until April 23rd, or you could even vote by mail. But the deadline to register to vote by mail is this coming Tuesday. In downtown Toronto, Afua Baah, City News.